Okay, let's start with problem number one. Before going to a garage sale, Elise counted the money she was taking along. After an hour, she counted it again and found that she had spent exactly half of it. The number of cents she now had equaled the number of dollars she started with. The number of dollars she now had was half the number of cents she started with. How much did she spend? All right, let's go to the whiteboard. And again, keep the question handy because I'm gonna reread the question again because I'm not remembering everything I just read. All right, so I want to go through this over here. And I want to say that, reading it, just get us number one. It says, before going to garage sale, Elise counts her money. So I'm going to say there's a starting amount of money, starting amount. And this is of money, all right? So before, and again, this is the starting amount of money she has. And they're talking about dollars and cents, by the way. Now, you have to understand what dollars are. Dollars are, the whole part, and the cents are the fractional parts. So I'm going to say D equals the number of dollars she has. For example, if she has like $13.86, I say she has $13 and then 86 cents. All right? So let's put the next thing up. C is the number of cents. All right? So again, in this case over here, she'd have 13, D would be 13, and C would be 86. All right? Let me just cross that out. I'll erase it later, by the way. So what's the starting amount? All right? The starting amount of money, I'm going to turn it into cents, by the way. You could do it in dollars too. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to say 100 times D, because every dollar is worth 100 cents, by the way. And then there's going to be C cents. All right? So let's read that again. This is the starting amount. So what happens is you spend some money. All right? She spent some money. So this is what happens after she spent money. So after she spent money, what did she have? Well, she had half the money. So I'll write this over here. 100D plus C over T. This is the amount she now has. Okay? All right, amount she now has. All right? Of course, I got to write down what they said now. This is where the confusing part comes. So this is starting, and this is what she has now, right? So, that's after an hour. She spent some money. The number of cents she had now equaled the number of dollars she started with. All right, so let's write this down. The number of cents she now had equals the number of dollars she had. So let's write this down. So 100D plus C over 2 equals 100. I got to think about this now. The number of cents she now had equaled the number of dollars she started with. Well, the number of dollars she started with, that's the cents part, right? Read that. The number of cents she now had equals the number of dollars she had. So that's going to be D now for the number of cents she has. The number of dollars she now had was 1/2 the number of cents that she started with. Well, she started with C cents, so it's C over 2. All right? I got a problem now. I got a problem is like, how do I figure this out? And the first thing I would do is probably multiply both sides by 2. Just gotta see if this makes any sense to me. 100D plus C, I'm multiplying by 2, by the way, 100C plus 2D. This takes some thinking, doesn't it? So 100 minus 2D is 98D. And then what do you get? I'm not going to put plus down, because that would be a subtraction problem then. Let me get my eraser out. I'll start to erase things. Erase this over here. But I want to erase this up here too, by the way. Go back to my pen. and let's write this down now, equals, I'm going to say 99C. All right, I got to think now. These things have to be equal, by the way. So then the question is, how could they possibly be equal? And I noticed right over here, I mean, you could say C is 0, by the way. And that would make D 0, but that makes sense. Like she had zero money, right? I'm going to say C is 1. Right, C would be 1. And 98D would equal 98C. So if C is equal, but someone says, well, could C be bigger than that? I gotta think now, don't I? That doesn't make sense either, does it? Because I'm looking at the D, I can't really think about that. The only way I could get this to work is if C is 98 and D is 99. These have to be integers, by the way. Let me see if that makes sense, by the way. 99 times 98 is 98 times 99. So I'm going to see started off with $99.98. I think that's what they're questioning. How much I'm sorry. How much did she spend? That's a different question, isn't it? How much did she spend? Let's go back and do the question now, right? That's not the answer, by the way. Let's get this erased over here. Okay, let's find this out. So she has $99. Let's go back to a pen. She starts with $99.98. This is the starting amount. And she spent half of that, right? So let's put that down. So what'd you get? You get $49.99. This is what she spent. All right, maybe I'll read the question again. Before going to a garage sale, Lise counted the money she was taking along. After an hour, she counted it again and found that she spent exactly half of it. Yeah, she spent half of it. The number of cents now equals the number of dollars she started with. That's true. It does. Number of cents she had, the dollars she had. And the number of dollars she now has, this is the number of dollars she now has, is 1/2 this number over here. And 1/2 of 98 is 49. So yeah, we're okay. All right, how much did she spend? She spent $49.99. That's it. Thank you.